2 videos reacting to llama arts before, and you guys absolutely love them. So please, if you haven't subscribed to llama arts, go over to their YouTube channel down in the description, click subscribe onto llama arts, okay? And also subscribe to Mr. Nightmare, all right? Because this is the guy that's voicing these videos, and llama arts is animating them. Okay, the first spooky animation that we're going to be watching is True Home Alone Stories, okay? So this guy's at home, okay, chilling, and then something scary happens in his home while he's alone. All right, True Home Alone Stories. Oh my goodness, this is a true story, guys, okay?
I recently moved out, and I already have a horror story to tell.
Oh my goodness, he just moved out, and he's already got a horror story.
The house I moved into isn't anything impressive. It's just a house that's appropriate for 1 or 2 people.
It's just a house.
But I'd say right away, I started hearing weird sounds coming from inside the walls.
Huh? Inside the walls?
I first heard it in the kitchen, and then in the bathroom. But on night 3, I started hearing it in my bedroom.
What?
I was sure there was some kind of animal living in my walls.
Yeah.
I just had to figure out how to get rid of it.
An animal
The
living
next morning, I didn't even have enough milk to fill the bowl of cereal.
Okay.
I couldn't believe I hadn't realized I needed more milk.
Wait.
In fact, I seemed to be eating up all of my food pretty fast.
Huh? Is this demon bloody eating food from its fridge? The bloody fat shit demon.
I woke up in the middle of that night to the sound of breathing.
Breathing?
Not my breathing. It sounded just like the breathing of a person. I flipped the lamp on and it stopped.
Oh, it stopped?
I chalked it up as my mind playing tricks on me after waking up.
No, it's not your mind.
The next day was really hot, so I turned on the AC for the first time.
Okay.
I checked every single vent, and some of them weren't blowing any air.
Okay.
One of them being the vent right next to my bed. I peered through the vent with a flashlight. There wasn't even a duct behind the vent.
What?
It was just the inside of the wall.
There's nothing?
It seemed that whatever air duct was in there had been removed.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, I didn't look into the air conditioning system while buying the house.
Oh, what an
idiot.
idiot.
I didn't know about this.
What an idiot.
That night, I had to sleep in the heat with no AC.
Oh no.
So I was up pretty late, constantly rolling around and flipping the pillow over.
It's late at
Then
night.
I eventually started to hear the breathing again. But this time, I was fully awake.
No, he knows.
I knew it was real this time.
He knows.
It was coming to my left.
Oh, the vent?
I looked to my left at the air vents. The sound was surely coming from in there.
No!
I grabbed the flashlight again and shined it in through the vent.
No.
I dropped it and screamed.
Oh!
There was someone's face peering through the cracks of the vents.
What?
The first thing I saw were their eyes, open wide and glowing.
What?
I screamed all the way down and out the house.
What? No.
I soon found out there was a crazy, dangerous homeless man living in my walls.
What?
And he had been eating my food ever since I moved in.
Wait, what? Wait, there's just a homeless man? That's the story? That's the story. I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen, alright? Is there a demon? Is there a ghost or something? No. They bought a house with a hobo still living in the house. Okay, come on, that's more funny than it is scary, okay? I mean, I can imagine it would be kind of scary, alright? Some random hobo, alright, stealing your food or shit, living in the vents of your house. But yeah, what kind of idiot, alright, didn't even realize there was a hobo living in your own house? I mean, it's kind of creepy, but you know, it's not like a demon or anything, it's just some dumbass hobo. Okay, well that story was, you know, I mean, I can believe it. It's kind of true, you know, but yeah. All right, let's just move on to the next one. All right, the next animation that we're going to be watching is Scary Ouija Board Stories. Now, if you guys don't know what a Ouija board is, it is basically a board with a bunch of letters on the board, and people use that to speak to demons, spirits, ghosts, and stuff like that, all right? That's something that I would never do, all right? Actually, if this video reaches 100,000 likes, I'm going to make a dedicated video using a Ouija board and trying to talk to ghosts, alright? But yeah, let's watch this. Alright, Scary Ouija Board Stories, okay? This is a real story. So scary. I would never touch a Ouija board.
Ever since I can remember, we've always had one of those old vintage Parker Brother Ouija boards sitting in our closet collecting dust.
Why?
When I was a kid, I always wondered what it was. From the box, it seemed like a horrible board game.
No, it's not a board game.
Until one day I found out what a Ouija board really is, and immediately dug it out of the closet.
Oh, don't.
I insisted on my brother trying it out with me,
What?
and eventually got him to play along.
Leave that. What kind of demon-ass kids do this kind of thing, alright? Just leave that shit the cupboard. I ain't touching that shit, okay?
We put our hands on the planchette, and I began asking the typical cliche questions like, is there anybody there?
Is anybody there?
And can you answer me?
Can you answer me?
Other than my brother jokingly moving the planchette around to imitate an answer from some kind of entity, there was no real response.
But then...
After getting bored, we put the game back in the box.
Okay.
I did a little research that night to find out how to make Ouija boards work.
They're putting research
Many
into
people
it?
said online that the most ideal environment when using a Ouija board is in a dark room only lit by candles. So when my parents weren't home, I managed to gather like 6 or 7 candles and convinced my brother to try it one more time.
Oh no, don't do it.
I lit the candles and set them around the table in the dining room.
They're doing it, Uh-oh.
We tried one more time.
Okay.
I asked again if there was anybody there.
Is anybody there?
The planchette began to move.
Oh, hell no.
I told my brother to stop moving it.
Hell no.
But he swore he wasn't.
I'm not moving it, man!
I told him to move his hand away, and he did. It kept moving.
Oh no, it's moving!
My brother thought I was messing with him, but I didn't pay attention. The planchette landed on the word yes.
Yes for what? What's the question?
I was only 9, so I was legitimately shitting myself. My older brother had to take over.
Uh-oh.
He asked the question, are you a good spirit?
Are you a good spirit?
There was a 5-second pause before my brother's hand moved along with the planchette to the word no.
What?
We both looked at each other, and at this point I ran to my room and shut the door behind me, but he continued on with the so-called game.
No!
I heard his muffled voice come from down in the dining room.
He's doing it by himself!
All of a sudden I heard him screaming at the top of his lungs.
What?
I ran back downstairs to see what was wrong. He was holding up his shirt, revealing a small open wound.
What?
That almost looked like a claw mark.
A claw?
He told me to set the fireplace immediately, and I obeyed.
What?
He threw the thing in the fireplace and told me to never speak of what happened to anybody.
What happened?
We have never used a Ouija board since.
How did he... How did that happen? What, I ain't gonna explain it. Have you randomly got a mark? It's gonna be like telling your brother, yeah, never speak of this again, okay? The shit I've seen, the people that I saw, oh my goodness. Oh my word, what a scary ass story. Yeah, Ouija boards, I would never touch that, okay? I would never think that's a fun, good idea. I mean, I'll do it for a YouTube video, you know, if I get 100,000 likes. But other than that, I ain't doing that shit, okay? You think I'm gonna mess with the bloody other side of the demon world, okay? I ain't going anywhere near that shit, okay? Alright, the next horror animation that we're gonna be watching is called Deep Web Experience. If you guys don't know what the deep web is, you could either, you know, watch my video where I played a game about the deep web. You know, I explained it pretty well on that. But basically, the deep web is where, you know, some creepy things happen, you know, like drug trading, you know, like human trafficking. Basically, illegal, like, activity happens on, like, the deep web. And you can't access it unless, you know, you do some weird things. You know, don't do it for yourself, okay? You know, you'll get viruses, you'll get hacked, you might die, okay? But yeah, this person went on the deep web. Let's see their experience.
I was on tour trying to find some really deep websites.
Okay.
I was in a chat room where people normally shared links to deeper websites, and weird pictures and videos, commonly illegal pornography.
Huh?
Some guy named Vintage XXX posted a link without describing what it was. I clicked on it, and it took me to a black screen where a big video box eventually popped up with a play button.
Do not click random links,
The video thumbnail was a dark room, only lit by a TV screen.
Oh, do not click random links.
Out of curiosity, I clicked play, and began to hear the sound of TV static in the background as lines of static slowly swam down the video screen.
What?
There was no seek bar in this video. Then, I noticed something slowly begin to emerge from behind the wall.
Oh my god.
It was a figure dressed in all black with some kind of black mask on as well.
What?
I started to suspect it was a jump scare video, and I thought I was right when the figure leaped out and ran to the screen in less than a second. It still got me, even though I was expecting it, but then it got strange. The person had their face in front of the screen, slowly moving around as if he could see me.
Huh? He
was observing me.
No, he can't see you.
I heard a crackly, demonic voice say something.
Huh?
It came from the video.
What did it say?
It repeated itself, and I could make the phrase out to be,
what?
Ask me something.
Ask me something?
I was really confused. I tried typing something, but there was nowhere to enter text.
Okay.
Then he said,
what?
No, not the keyboard.
What?
Say something.
No way he can hear me.
I felt my heart punch the inside of my chest as he said this.
No.
I opened my mouth and mumbled the words, You can hear me?
Is this webcam on?
It responded with, yes.
What? Okay, come on now. That shit's scary, man. Okay, imagine like some video is talking to you, you know. Imagine basically you're like saying hello and I'm like, oh, hey, you know, how you doing? And then you're like, oh, I'm doing good. And I'm like, okay, that sounds interesting. Okay, now shut up. Okay, let me continue with my video. It's the equivalent of me talking back to you. That's scary, man. I ain't messing with that shit. Okay, yeah, do not go on the deep web. This is scary.
You can hear me?
You can hear me?
It responded with, yes.
How? Did he hack his computer?
Now. I thought it was a video. I pressed pause, but it didn't do anything.
No.
He said, don't try to leave. I want to talk. I tried moving the mouse to the exit button, but the mouse was frozen.
It's frozen.
In fact, none of the keys were responding on my keyboard. There was a long moment of silence before my webcam began flashing as if it were on, and my face popped up on the screen. There, I got a picture of you now. Now just hang on while I get your address, and then we can meet.
I don't want to meet with this creepy ass man that I saw on the bloody computer, dark web.
Now just hang on while I get your address, and then we can meet. I started to panic, smashing every key on the keyboard, spazzing the mouse, but it did nothing.
Destroy your laptop.
I had my finger on the power button, but it also didn't do anything.
Huh?
The computer wouldn't turn off.
How?
The voice was saying crazy things like, you're stuck here.
Huh?
I will find you.
What?
Don't even bother.
Oh my god,
I snatched the screwdriver sitting on my desk, unscrewed the 4 screws on the bottom of my laptop, and took out the battery.
Oh.
The computer finally turned off.
Wow.
I was gasping for air as if I just ran a marathon.
That's so scary.
My heart was pounding 5 times as fast as it should have. I have since left my laptop off after that, and have resorted to using my desktop as my main computer.
Yeah, do not go on your laptop.
I'm sure by now nothing will happen. He definitely didn't have enough time to get my address.
Uh-oh. But he's on your bed. He's on your bed now. What are you gonna do? Oh my word. Yeah. That's scary as shit, man. There are some scary, evil people out in this world, all right? And these people, you know, they're hanging out on the dark web, okay? And yeah, I ain't got time to be messing around with these sort of people, all right? These guys can, you know, stay on the internet, stay in their bedrooms, a bunch of losers, all right? I ain't got time to be talking to some random man on the internet, okay? That shit's scary. Okay, yeah, do not go on the dark web, man. That's too scary for me, man. Alright, the next animation that we're going to be watching is house sitting horror stories. Alright, now this is basically the equivalent of being home alone, but you're home alone in someone else's house and you're meant to be looking after it. Alright, now this is probably very scary, okay? I hate being alone, especially in some random person's house. Alright, let's watch it. Holy shit, I'm recording this video and my internet just went out. Just in the middle of recording this horror video about the deep web and stuff like that, my internet is cut out. I just want for you guys to point out that my internet never ever cuts out, like ever. Don't you think that's kind of weird that the one time that I'm recording this video my internet cuts out? Okay, I'm gonna have to record a bit later. Oh my goodness, Kate, that's a bit weird. All right, my internet's back. Sorry about that, guys. Kind of scary. All right, I hope I'm not getting hacked or anything like that. But yeah, house sittings, horror stories.
A couple weeks ago, my dad came home and pitched me a small job offer.
One
of his coworkers was going away for a few days and needed somebody he could trust to watch over his house.
Oh no.
The reason my dad pitched this to me was because the man's house has a big CCTV system.
Oh.
Basically a camera in every room, and then an operating desk where all screens could be watched on a big monitor.
This is like Five Nights at Freddy's type shit.
Basically a camera in every room, and then an operating desk where all screens could be watched on a big monitor. And I'm a computer science major, so my dad just always assumes that I know how to work anything technological.
Yeah, same.
The man told my dad that he'd pay me $200 for the 2 days just to watch the house.
$200?
Whatever that meant.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I would do it. $200 to stay in someone's house or I eat their free food and shit? Okay, yeah, that's right, $200, I'll do it.
My dad drove me to the house and introduced me to the man, whose name doesn't matter.
Okay.
The man made it seem like he preferred I stay in the upstairs room with the monitors as opposed to roaming the house all day.
Why has he got...
That was fine with me, though. So when I wasn't eating, I was mostly just sitting in that room with the TV on in the background.
Okay.
And doing schoolwork on my laptop.
Okay.
Ironically, the thing I was doing the least was keeping an eye on the monitors.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Night came.
Uh-oh.
I started wondering where in the house I should sleep, since surprisingly, we hadn't discussed that. So I sat back down at the desk and looked at all the different rooms on the screens to see which rooms had beds or couches.
Uh-oh.
I noticed something I wasn't expecting to notice, though.
What?
The back screen door was open downstairs.
No!
I didn't remember it being open.
No!
I looked through each and every camera screen in a panic.
Oh! No.
In the living room, a closet door was open.
What?
This one I knew wasn't open earlier.
What?
I texted my dad to call the man and ask him if he came back home.
Yeah, is he home?
Meanwhile, I continued watching the screen.
Oh no, don't tell me there's someone.
On the grainy, dark image, a tall person who resembled only a black shadow on the screen stepped out from the closet.
What the shit?
I pulled my arms off the desk as I covered my mouth with my hands in shock.
Oh my word!
As I did this, however, my left elbow pulled some heavy object from the desk onto the floor, creating a big thud.
No!
The person in the image very clearly moved their head up to the ceiling as a response to the noise.
They're coming!
They went for the stairs, walking up very, very slowly, step by step.
No.
Meanwhile, I got a text back from my dad saying, "No, he's not. I just spoke to him half an hour ago."
It's not the dad.
Why?
Oh.
I got so caught up in my phone texting my dad to send help that I didn't even pay attention to the monitor.
Oh no!
There was a knock at the door. I looked at it and then the screens.
No.
The first screen I laid my eyes on was the one showing the person outside the door to the room I was in.
Oh no.
When I remembered that door had no lock, the only thing I could think to do was jump out the window into the bushes below.
So go jump!
I ran halfway down the block and
away.
then stopped when my dad called me.
Cool, your dad?
I had him call his friend and ask him if he was expecting somebody in the house.
Yeah.
The man said he had no relatives or friends who had his key or would ever let themselves into his home.
Whoa.
So he called the cops and had them review the footage.
Yeah, they got the footage.
I got to watch all of it, and it showed everything.
Wow.
From the moment the intruder broke the glass to the backyard door, to the moment I jumped out the window and him running away shortly after.
Oh, he ran away.
The intruder was never found.
What?
The footage was just too dark to identify his face.
Oh my word. So he got away? He got away! You're gonna have all the CCTV cameras in your house, paid all that money to install that shit, and you can't even catch the guy that came into your house and try and robbing and stealing it? Alright, I mean, like this, I want to know the backstory about this guy that he's house sitting. Who has a whole CCTV in place, alright? And like, who came to the house? You know, they must have knew that they were on vacation or something, you know, and why does this person need their house to be sat? I feel like the person's house, you know, the guy is hiding something, you know, because I don't believe that, like, he doesn't have enemies, you know. Clearly someone knew that he wasn't going to be there. Man, that's kind of creepy, man. Staying in some random person's house, and then that particular night, it gets robbed or burgled. I don't even know. That's just scary, man. That is a very scary story. All right, the next animation that we're going to be watching is The Motel. All right, now I have never stayed in a motel before, all right, but some of these motels they get in America are so dingy and so creepy, all right. That's the reason why I would never set foot in a motel, all right, but let's watch it. The Motel. Oh my goodness, man, I love these videos. They're so scary, man. All right, such weird things happen to people.
I was 19 years old at the time, working at a sketchy motel. The motel was pretty run down, and the majority of people who stayed there were locals that were just doing things they weren't supposed to be doing. Let's just say the cops came by multiple times a week.
Did they shoot that guy?
I worked as both a front desk person, checking in these creeps all hours of the night, and as a housekeeper who got to clean up their nasty, vomit-smelling rooms afterwards. One afternoon, I was working as a housekeeper in the second building of the motel on the backside furthest from the office.
Oh, what's gonna happen?
I hated working over there because it not only had the most worn-down rooms, but it was always pretty vacant over there and way too quiet for comfort. I began cleaning one of my last rooms and wanted to get done in a hurry because it was getting late.
It's a girl!
I was washing the mirror in the room that I was cleaning when all of a sudden, I saw a man in the reflection staring at me.
What?
He was mid-50s, dirty, with long, greasy hair. Startled, I screamed, "Oh my god."
Yeah!
I told him he scared me. The room I was currently cleaning was vacant, so there was no reason why this man should have been in there watching me clean. However, we just had a meeting on customer satisfaction, and my boss was really pressuring us to be more polite and help the guests any way we could.
I don't give a shit. Why is this creepy-ass man in this room, then? I ain't helping him if he's doing something that he shouldn't be doing. Get rid of this creepy-ass man.
Sir? I asked him cautiously.
Huh?
Can I get you anything?
Yeah, you want
Towels?
Yeah?
The man just stared back at me with a crooked grin and held out his hands to me. I thought maybe he was handing me a tip for cleaning his room earlier, but when I looked down, I saw he was holding a $100 bill.
$100?
Alarms started going off in my head.
Oh.
No one tips $100 on a $40 a night room.
Oh.
The man just smiled and said his name was Terry.
Terry?
He said he was staying in the room next door with his wife Sherry.
Sherry?
And sort of joked about their names rhyming. He smelled like car oil and alcohol.
Ugh.
When I asked him why he was trying to hand me $100,
Yeah.
he laughed deep in his throat and said, "Me and my wife were watching you.
Oh.
And we just wanted to have fun with you."
What do you mean
I felt
fun?
like my heart jumped into my throat.
What do you mean fun?
No, I can't do that, sir. I'm sorry. I wanted to run out of the room screaming,
Run.
but he was blocking the door, my only exit.
Just say no. No.
The man smiled again, taking on a softer tone of voice,
No.
and invited me to come into his room to meet his wife,
No.
just to talk as friends.
No!
I nervously told him no again,
Yes,
and
no.
that I had a lot of work to do for the day.
Yeah, piss off, man.
I prayed to God he would just go away, and
go
eventually
away.
he did. He grunted and walked off in what I assumed to be the direction of his room.
Oh my goodness, this guy's creepy. You guys need to get out
My
of it.
mind began racing. There is no wife, I thought. This man could try and
Maybe.
kidnap me.
Oh no!
I was 110 pounds at the time and not very strong. He could easily overpower me.
Oh no!
I locked the room from the inside and went directly to the phone to call my manager at
Okay,
the front
good,
desk.
good, good.
But the phone wasn't working.
Huh?
Adrenaline began pumping through my veins, and despite what I was always told not to do, I was panicking.
Uh-oh, I would be
Did he cut the
panicking.
line? No, I thought. This is a crappy motel. It happens all the time.
Yeah,
But I just have to get out. I remembered that I had my cell phone out on my housekeeping card, but that was outside the locked door.
Oh no.
I'd have to open the door to get it.
Just run.
I cautiously opened the door to the room that I was cleaning
Okay, be
and peered
careful.
out.
Be careful.
I didn't see anyone, so I frantically began
Okay,
searching
just
my
go,
card
go,
for
go,
my
go,
cell
go,
phone.
go. Go get your phone, get your phone, get your phone.
I was wasting too much time looking
Come
for it, so I
on,
just
bitch!
decided to run as fast as I could and make a break for the front desk in the
running.
office. Then from behind me, I heard the man again.
No.
But this time he was screaming to someone else, "She's running, she's getting away."
What?
I could hear his shoes slamming against the pavement after me.
He's chasing her!
I quickly turned the corner, grabbed my key card, and let myself into a stockroom and locked the door.
No.
Within moments, I heard the sound of the dirty guy and someone else running outside, searching for me.
There's another guy!
I stayed in that stockroom for 30 minutes shaking until I could no longer hear him searching for me. I finally got the courage to run the rest of the way to the front desk.
Oh my gosh.
When I made it there, I collapsed into my boss's arms and he called the police.
Oh.
The man and whoever else was in the room with him peeled out before the cops could arrive. I was
Oh.
beyond shaken up. According to the police who ran a search, this wasn't the first time he had done something like this, and he was
Ooh.
actually wanted for sexual assault,
Ah!
gross sexual imposition, and in the past was once charged with rape.
Oh my gosh!
A few weeks later, on what happened to be my birthday, this guy was caught.
Oh, he
A
was...
few weeks after that, I quit.
Yeah. Oh.
I will never again work at another motel.
Oh my word! That guy was actually going to kill or like very hurt that woman. Oh my goodness, like that's a situation where if she didn't do exactly what she did, she would have gone through an awful experience. Oh my word, that's a real life horror story right there, okay? Yeah, I don't like all these horror stories about like ghosts and demons, okay? The people that I'm scared about most is these creepy ass men, especially that guy handing $100. Ugh, what a pervert, disgusting man, okay? Ugh, I'm glad that he's caught, all right? What a disgusting man. Ugh. All right, the next animation that we're gonna be watching is called the bathroom stall / airport. All right, so I'm guessing something scary happened in an airport. You know, I don't really think airports are that scary, all right, unless you're scared of flying. But yeah, let's just watch it. Okay, the bathroom stall. How spooky boopy, okay? How spooky boopy. All right, you're taking a shit, all right, and then all of a sudden
So
something
this
scary
happened
happens.
a few months ago.
Few months
I'm 26. I was at JFK Airport in New York with 5 friends.
All right, I've
All
been
of
there.
us were about to fly down to Florida to spend the week in a beach house.
Okay.
We had a few more minutes to kill in the airport before we would board our flight, and I really had to go to the bathroom all of a sudden.
Oh no, he needs to shit.
I was baffled to see a line out the door for the bathroom.
Baffled.
I noticed a janitor walking by, so I asked her if there was another bathroom nearby that wouldn't be so crowded.
Oh no, the
She
creepy
laughed
bathroom.
and told me she shouldn't really be telling people, but there was another bathroom past the door she was pointing at.
wouldn't go down there.
Down a narrow flight of stairs and to the left.
No.
I thanked her because she was extremely nice and followed the direction she gave me.
I don't trust her. Look at her!
Sure enough, behind that door that no one would think to open was a small stairway that led down to a really poorly lit, skinny hallway.
Oh, that looks creepy.
It was so narrow that if two people were to pass by each other, one person would have to stand against the wall to make room.
Oh, no.
I found the bathroom right away.
Oh, no.
The door was extremely heavy and hard to push. Also, the lights were on inside of the bathroom, and it was filthy in there.
Ugh. Disgusting.
It was evident that nobody ever really came in there to clean.
Yeah, clearly.
Now, this is a little embarrassing to mention, but when I go to the bathroom in public places, I always try to make sure nobody else is around to possibly hear me going. So after checking the stall to see that it was unoccupied, I went back into the hallway for a second to take a look down both directions.
And there was no one?
To the left, there was somebody standing at the end of the hall.
No!
In a dark, unlit section of the hallway.
But
it was a disturbing sight, to say the least.
But it's just
all I could do was awkwardly pull my head back into the bathroom and try to pretend we didn't see each other.
Do you think it's another guy that wants to take a shit?
I went into the stall and just stood there biting my fingers for a minute.
Why?
Dreading the thought of that door opening.
Why? Because you're taking a shit?
Of course it did.
Oh no, okay. Alright.
I saw the man's black shoes under the stall door as he walked to the stall next to mine.
Oh no.
He shut the door, and then there was silence.
Why is it so scary? It's just some guy.
No sound of the man unzipping his fly or sitting down.
Oh.
Nothing.
Oh.
I realized I didn't really have to go anymore, and went to unlock the stall door. That's when I looked up and saw the man's head peering over the stall, looking at me.
Ah!
I nearly had a heart attack as my screams bounced off the walls of the tiny bathroom. I ran back up those damn steps and out that door, and then casually walked back over to my friends. I was breathing heavily, but nobody seemed to notice. I didn't tell anyone, just because it was embarrassing, and I didn't want my friends to make fun of me in any way.
Aww.
I know, I guess that seems stupid now. We went on to have our Florida vacation and all had a good time.
Was that it?
Of course, the thought of that creepy man haunted me every night that week.
I mean, what's so creepy about him? You know, he was just some little perv looking at, you know, you taking a poo. You know, that's it. It was just some dude. I mean, I don't think it's that scary. I think the story made it sound really scary, but I mean, come on now, it was just a creepy bathroom, you know, where some guy wanted to watch you take a poo. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't think it's that scary. What do you guys think? All right, guys, these horror stories are too much for me. All right, so we're just gonna be watching one last one, and this one's called True Nightmarish Stories. All right, that just sounds scary. All right, let's just watch it. Abandoned house at night.
I'll never forget the time me and my brother snuck out past our bedtimes to explore an allegedly haunted house down the block.
Wait, what? What?
Yes, I said bedtime, as I was only 10 and my brother Luke was only 12.
Oh.
When our parents said goodnight to us, I went to Luke's room and we took a couple hand-powered flashlights with us and hopped outside through the window.
What kind of kids would sneak out at night? Oh, hell no, alright? I wouldn't do that if I'm 20 years old now. And these guys are doing it as bloody children? I ain't sneaking out of my house, especially to check out no haunted house. What kind of demon kids do kinds of things like this?
I went to Luke's room and we took a couple hand-powered flashlights with us and hopped outside through the window.
Oh my goodness.
Luckily, his room was on the first floor.
Oh, okay.
Those hand-powered flashlights worked by constantly pushing in a little trigger that would create light inside the lens.
Guys, I do not like this.
They were noisy as hell, but they were convenient. Once we were outside, we just walked down the block, and in 2 minutes we were there.
Oh no.
It was rumored by all the neighborhood kids and teens that the place was haunted.
Haunted?
Everything about it was creepy.
No.
The older, more antique design of the house.
No.
The isolation from the rest of the houses.
So why would you
and
go
the
in?
broken windows and rotting wood.
Okay.
It seemed perfect for a horror movie.
Oh.
We went around to the backyard.
Oh.
This was all my curious and confident brother's idea.
Oh.
I was scared shitless.
Yeah.
The door was locked, as expected.
Okay.
I felt a bit of relief, thinking we might just go home.
Yeah, just go home. Just go home.
But my brother made a shocking move next.
Uh-oh.
He grabbed a plank of wood laying in the grass and began smashing the already chipped window. Eventually, there was enough of an opening to unlock it and slide it up completely.
No.
We hopped inside and began cranking those noisy-ass flashlights.
Oh no, they're in.
Immediately after entering the house, we both picked up on the fact that it was like 90 degrees in there.
Oh, it's really hot.
Which was odd, as it was a September night in the mid-70s.
Uh-oh. What's happening?
There was no graffiti or anything anywhere. In fact, it was relatively empty besides a few pieces of furniture that were clearly not worth taking along.
There's someone in here?
It seemed we were the first to enter the house, shockingly, or at least from the back.
Uh-oh.
We went upstairs to the main floor from the little den area and continued cranking the flashlights. That's when we heard the slightest crack in the floorboards from right above us.
Oh, shit.
We both jumped. I tugged for Luke to leave,
Is someone
but
there?
he told me the place is old as hell. It's just house noises.
Oh, no.
I stopped cranking the flashlight at this point,
I don't believe
and
that.
I urged Luke to do the same.
Come on!
But he only called me stupid for suggesting something so ridiculous. Then there was another crack in the floorboards from above us.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no,
He began walking upstairs.
No.
I didn't want to go up there, but I was not about to stay down there alone.
Yeah, I ain't staying alone.
I followed behind him to the upstairs.
Oh, no.
There was a door that led to a room right above where we were standing.
What kind of crazy kids are this?
I begged him not to open it.
Why is he doing this?
He must have just wanted to be the big, tough older brother.
Oh, hope he dies.
He
I hope
began
he
to
dies.
reach for the doorknob while still cranking the noisy flashlight.
Uh-oh.
But then he stopped. I was confused. I could see in the dark he was moving his ear up against the door, listening for something.
Okay.
Silence.
Okay.
Then,
And then?
the most deafening, nightmare-inducing moment of my life.
What?
A single bang on the door from the other side sent my brother staggering into the wall in pain, covering his ear.
No.
We dropped the flashlights and ran straight out the back door
There
and
was
back
someone
home.
in there.
We were so loud when we got back that our parents found us out.
Oh, no.
We told them what happened, but they naturally didn't care. And grounded us both for a week.
Yeah, because you're sneaking out
2
late
nights
at night.
later, I woke to the sound of something from outside my window
No.
and a glare of brightness sneaking in through my slightly opened blind.
What?
I sat up, and my heart sank when I realized it was the sound of the crank to my flashlight.
Huh?
I stood up and looked out the window, and that's when it stopped.
Oh.
There was nothing but
my
complete blackness out there
God.
after that. I woke the next day
we did
barely
what?
remembering what happened, and I still hope today that that part was just a dream.
What? I mean, okay, so they just went to some guy's house, which they thought was abandoned, but clearly it wasn't. Someone was there, you know. But that second part, that is kind of scary. You know, they got their flashlight back and knew where they lived. I mean, okay, that is kind of creepy now I think about it. But yeah, but what kind of dumb, crazy kids go out in haunted houses? Yeah, I mean, they're asking for trouble then. Jesus Christ. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna end the video there. That was me reacting to, you know, Llama Arts animations yet again. Please, please, please go subscribe to her YouTube channel. All right, she is an amazing, amazing YouTube channel, and she's trying out different content at the moment. Okay, so like I think she needs like loads of support at the moment, you know, because you know I love their videos and I would love to see more of them. And yeah, of course, go subscribe to Mr. Nightmare 2 because he's the one voice